All right, we're back at it, guys. Forex trend trading strategy, episode 4. In this episode, I would like to talk about how do I join the trend. Since from episode 1, I was able to spot the flow of the trend, which is the flow of the market. Episode 2, I was able to know the trend, where the trend is heading for. Where are we breaking onto the targeted area? Episode 3, we talked about what makes a trend, where we know the structure and we're able to realize discounted and premium zone we should take ourselves from. And now we're in episode 4. How do I join in the trend? How do I join in the trend is actually very simple. It only just talks about which phase am I entering from. Remember, market has two phases. Market has the impulse phase and the correction phase. So this message just dropping in. Which phase am I entering from? I want to enter from the impulse phase. So I'll look out for my impulse phase. Now, what makes an impulse phase? An impulse phase is when I have series of the same candle, big ones going in one direction. I have this impulse phase here. So this is my impulsive phase. Okay, and here is my corrective. So we are still inside a corrective phase. Okay, so we are still inside a corrective phase. So to join the trend, I need the next impulse phase to join. So I need this next impulse phase. Okay, so I want to join this next impulse phase. This is the phase I want to join. I am not interested in this corrective phase. Well, I might get some buy setups in this corrective phase if I want to, but basically I'm not interested in, I don't want to be caught up in this corrective phase, because if I'm caught up in this corrective phase, I only want to quickly trail my stop in this corrective phase. What do I mean by trail my stop? If I have an entry on this corrective phase, for example, if I was able to buy, I would have taken out my position here in this zone here. I would have taken out my position here, like I would have taken out my position back to back here. Let's assume I get an entry around this low here or somewhere. Let me a little bit zoom in. Let's assume I get an entry around here. Okay, let's assume I get an entry here. I would have taken out my position before it gets to this place. I would have taken like back to back every day. I would have been taking out positions back to back. I won't leave it for a couple of time. I won't wait on it. Why? Because it's not my impulse phase, it's a corrective phase, and corrective phase tends to give you a little bit of stressing, like its market will always go like this before going boom. I want to join that boom movement, that's long movement. That's what I want to join. So let me go down to monthly. Okay, that's nice. This corrective phase seems to have gone properly in one direction, especially if you are caught up in this zone. Just know that you get a lot of loss in this zone, like back to back. You get a lot of loss in this zone. I can I can testify that you will get a lot of loss. If I were been in this position, I'm very sure I would have banked a lot of loss in this position, because it's going to be choppy. The market will not move, flow. It will not flow. The river will not flow freely here. This is a free flow river here. Okay, the market here is not flowing freely. There's a lot of obstacles. Why? Because it's a correction phase. From the higher time frame view, it's a correction phase, so it will probably not give us what we want. Okay, so I won't want to join this corrective phase. I will want and I would love to join the impulse phase. Okay, this is the high for now, this is the low, so I would love to join my impulse phase, which is this phase here. You can see, imagine I get an entry around this zone. Let's just imagine I get an entry after confirming this bearish engulfing. Then this will be my swing high and swing for the month. So I'll be looking for price to come inside, and I would love to sell, but price close this other month with this, and I have, let's say I get in here, I was able to, this is 90 something pips. Wow, I was able to hold my trade down here. But for the fact that I know that we are, well, I didn't know, let me not say I know, I didn't know, but would have banked some profit here, because market has not really broken anything from view here. The only thing that market did was it broke here and it broke back here, so I'll probably be looking to buy around this other block here and price my, but I didn't envisage that we'll be selling. But because I was able to view it from the trend, from the flow of the market, I was able to realize that majorly we are selling now. So I have a confirmation now that we are selling. Okay, so let me just assume, this is just for assumption's sake, because I didn't really get inside this position this time. It's just an assumption stage. So let's assume I get inside this position and I locked my profit. Let's say around here. I locked my profit. I put my my stop loss here, and market is going. I keep my my TP open. I see the market is still going. Market is still going good. Market is still going good. I was able to bank it until I got to, let's say, markets. Now I was able to I start moving my stop loss according. This another bearish, I move it forward, let's say here. This is another bearish, I move it forward, let's say around here. So let's say market took me out around here. Okay, because I see another bearish engulfing here, I push my stop loss down. It's very unrealistic though, because I don't know how we trade. If you have a lot of patience, you should be able to hold this, but technically not everybody has the patience to hold this. In fact, it depends though. So let's not just create a new topic here. Not everybody has the capacity to hold this for, this is how many months? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. This is 18. This is a year and some few months ahead, so you can imagine. Okay, so you can imagine how it will be banking up all this profit for a year. Inside all this profit, I feel like I will still be looking for more sales opportunity only when I know the flow of the market. Then I know that I'm looking for more sales opportunity. But if I don't know the flow of the market, I'll just be banking in and banking out, just like entering the market today and I'm leaving the market tomorrow. I'm looking for what is going. But with the trend trading, you'll be able to know if you are going to be holding your position for long or you are not going to be holding your position for long. So this episode tells me, am I holding my position for long or I'm short holding my position, because I want to know which phase I'm in inside of the market. So I'm inside the corrective phase presently, and I'm actually looking at this zone. If price revisits this zone here and I see some kind of strong bearish engulfing, most times it doesn't give bearish engulfing, it just starts with a small bearish candle, and before you know it, price already got here and you are still waiting for the engulfing. So I would like to see some sort of bearish intent in this zone first before I could say, okay, let me start selling down here first. And if price breaks out here, I expect to see a retest here, then I'll look for another sell setup. Price might push in a little before price now start dropping. Okay, that's scenario 1. Scenario 2, price might push out and come back to this discount. So let's go back, and I want to see the discount, the supply here. I want this supply to show on all time frames so that weekly, monthly, from this is 1. Okay, so let's go down to 1. So you can see in this zone, let me clean out this. In this zone now is the scenario 2. I would love to see price drop in this zone. Yeah, I would love to see price drop in this zone. We might get a reaction here and we might break. I would love to see a retest if it provides a retest, because most time it doesn't. We might see this like this, breaks, retests, then final takeout of this zone. So this is the 2 scenario I'm looking at, and thank God I'm in the impulsive phase. So in this impulsive phase, I tend to have more entry and hold trade for long, rather than in this corrective phase where I would just want to see a short buy and quickly take out my profits and look for more buying opportunities. I swear there's a lot of loss in this area, because market tends to use this area to gather a lot of funds back for this impulse move. So if the funds generated in this corrective phase is not enough, price will keep correcting until it generates a more higher funds to push price down. So I want to be in the impulsive phase. I don't want to be in the corrective phase. Did you get what I'm saying now? So I want to be in the impulsive phase. All right, let's move on to the next episode, guys, so that we could quickly finish up with the topic. Love you guys. Please subscribe, as you know I'll be dropping more content. Like and turn on your notifications.